Save the Semantics, episode 149. It is July 25th, 2021. My name is Myro. This is the podcast where I ramble on for a wee bit, just about shit, whatever's on my mind, whatever happened this week, past week or so, just life stuff, just normal everyday life stuff. Sorry, I'm just like very I'm like tired. I'm a little tired. I'm not gonna lie. I'm just sort of I can't I'm not like burnt out, but like I mean I feel good. I feel pretty good right now, but I'm still a little tired. I think this morning for some reason I was feeling like it was weird. It was a really weird feeling. I was trying to wake up. Actually, I was already like awake. It was around like 9 o'clock or something when I woke up, and I was kind of just like fucking around on my phone, and then I was like, you know what, I'm gonna try to do like put in like 15 more minutes of sleep, just because like maybe I feel like I'm kind of lacking a little bit. I feel a little tired, so I'm gonna try to do 15 minutes. So I set a timer on my phone for 15 minutes for alarm to go off, and I tried to take a nap, and I almost fell asleep immediately. Or that's what the sensation was, and when I like closed my eyes, like my brain started to kind of tingle, and started. I was like I thought I was hearing static noises in my brain. It was kind of weird. And so I was kind of freaked out, so I woke back up. I was like, fuck that. That was kind of weird. I didn't really feel comfortable about that, you know? I don't even, is this like REM kind of, is a weird phase of sleep where I'm fully conscious of what, of me being in a sleep state. It's not lucid, like, I don't know how to describe it exactly, but I was aware that I was in a state of, I was like in a stage of gonna go to sleep. And then so I was like, okay, maybe if I adjust a little bit, I can, take like a power nap or whatever. And then so I tried to do that again, and then the next time around, it was worse. That sensation was worse. Like not only was like my brain tingling and shit, it was just this electricity volts like running down my spine. That's what it kind of felt like. It was just like this influx of just, I don't even know what to call it. Just like memories or whatever the fuck. It was such a weird sensation. And I felt like I was gonna have a panic attack. Like there was so much mental, just activity all of a sudden for some reason. I was like, damn, but can I just like not rest? And so, and then I couldn't like open my eyes. I was like trying to, I think it was definitely, I was definitely like undergoing, the word I was looking for was like sleep paralysis. Like that's kind of what the sensation was for sure. But it was kind of freaking me out because I was fully aware of what was happening to me, but I just couldn't do anything about it. And so I couldn't open my eyes for like maybe what felt like maybe 30 seconds to like a minute. And I was like, fuck, dude. It's like, this is kind of like, this is akin to an anxiety attack. What it kind of felt like. It was really weird. It was really freaky. I didn't feel like I was in danger, but I just felt scared for some reason, even though I know I was gonna be fine. So eventually I was able to wake up. I'm like, you know what? Fuck that. I'm not gonna take any naps. I'm just gonna get up, even though I felt like super like lethargic and tired and everything. I was like, I can't handle this right now. I'm gonna wake up and I'm just gonna deal with me being tired today for a little bit. You know what I mean? So yeah, that was weird. That was a weird way to start the morning. Other than that, I mean, I still feel tired. I'm not, this is it's. I didn't know how to start, to be honest. Like I had a weird start to the day, so therefore it's gonna be a weird start to the podcast. That's just kind of how it is. But yeah, I feel all right. Um, I went to Starbucks and I studied there for, this is the first time. This is what a momentous occasion, studying in public. Yeah, for me it's like it's kind of a big deal. It was a big thing because I've been kind of looking forward to doing that for a while. I needed a space outside of my house to study because I do literally everything in my house. I work, I study, I breathe. So I needed another space to do some shit. Um, and it felt good. It was cool. I mean, it was a little. I don't know. I wasn't fully comfortable just because it's an environment that I hadn't gotten used to and hadn't been accustomed to for such a long time. So it took a bit to get used to it and adjust it to, and I felt like my seating wasn't the most comfortable and everything. So it wasn't perfect, but it was still pretty solid. It was nice. I felt like I got stuff done and it felt good. Um, so yeah, I think hopefully that's something. I mean, hopefully I don't really have to study that much longer. Hopefully I can get these tests out of the way, but in the meantime, I hope that I can kind of integrate that more into sort of my weekly routine, going out and studying more, because like I like having that, That's one of the things that I realized that I've kind of missed. Or I mean, I've spoken about this before, but I miss kind of having that type of space and environment. That's the one thing I'll miss from college is that, especially my university, this beautiful campus and everything, and there's multiple studying locations, so it's not just limited to one. So I had a variety of options. I was always like moving around too, so it's like if I ever got tired of one place, like if I got tired of one library, I could go to the other library and study. So that was kind of nice. That was like a cool thing that I'm gonna miss for sure. I like doing that. Just kind of having multiple places to access and trying to find. I always was kind of moving around and shit. Like I never felt like fully comfortable in where I was, which is kind of funny. I was just always shifting around. It was always hard to stay put. But yeah, I like having that kind of space, just to, you know, segregate the things that I have to do, so it's not all bunched up in one spot, i.e., my room, right? So yeah, that's that. What have I been doing? Work, right? Just work stuff. Um, what have I been doing though outside of work? Trying to focus on topics outside of that kind of thing. Um, Movies? Not much. I've been wanting to watch. Actually, that's not true. No, I haven't really been wanting to watch anything in particular. I am really happy though that the second season of I Think You Should Leave came out. I've only watched the first episode because I've kind of been saving up the rest. I think there's maybe like 5 more episodes. So I'm kind of saving that up, um, and watching them just whenever I have, whenever I want to. And I thought the first episode was was great. Um, is one of my favorite. I mean, it's kind of hard to say, just because it's a skit comedy show and it's not. It doesn't have its own. You know what I mean? It's hard to sort of like make that. What is the word? Give it the same sort of like value as like maybe like an established TV show, like I don't know, like Breaking Bad or whatever. It doesn't have like a thorough a through line like story or anything like that. It doesn't have like established characters. It's a skit comedy show, so it's not the same thing. But yeah, I really enjoyed this first season. I've watched that like multiple times. It's one of the only shows where I've watched it like a bunch of times. Like some people I don't know how people can just like rewatch shit. You know what I mean? There's really only two shows that I've like done that, and it's this one with you know, I think you should leave with fuck, I forgot his name, Tim Robinson, and New Girl, which I've talked about before. So those are the only shows that I've rewatched multiple times. Um, I don't know how. I don't know. There's not really any other show. I guess I've tried rewatching Breaking Bad. It's just not. It's a lot. You know what I mean? Um, it's great for sure, but it's a lot. But yeah, I've watched the first episode of. I think you should leave, and it had one of the funniest skits that I've seen. Like I was crying laughing. It was so good. Oh man, I don't know who else like if anyone else had that reaction, but it just killed me, you know. Um it was I don't want to like give away too much, but the premise is they're essentially trying to do like an Impractical Jokers type of thing. Tim Robinson is like pranking people and stuff. And he's gonna be wearing the costume of, someone else, so it's not actually him. That's like the idea, and he's just like pranking people, and it's like it's so stupid, but it's so good, and it's just like, oh man, I'm gonna rewatch that later for sure. It's so good. Um, it's just, man, like that's the type of thing that makes me want to like do like shit like entertainment and stuff, you know. Obviously it's like, that kind of thing is far fetched, but it's just so, oh man, it's so good. Like that type of I feel like that type of humor is kind of is a bit like it's kind of like few and far in between where they and it's just like they're able to nail the concept as well. It's just so, oh man, it's good, man. It's good stuff. I'm happy that it's come out. I've that's like one of my most like anticipated things. So I'm like slowly digesting it instead of like watching it all the way through. Even though whatever, I still probably have the same amount of enjoyment. But I'm kind of like saving it for whenever I feel the need to kind of really, you know, I need to get a good laugh or whatever. So for the most part, I haven't really been watching any shows or anything like that as usual. Just kind of been chilling, watching YouTube, just because it's easy. YouTube, Twitch, whatever, right? There's not a lot of commitment. Talked about this plenty of times. So yeah, that's that. I haven't really been like video games are a little kind of put off to the side. Like I'm still, I'm when I say put off to the side, I mean that I haven't really committed to a game that has a focused story and everything like that. You know what I mean? So whenever I say video games are kind of put off to the side, I'm still playing Smash and Rocket League, but it's not, I'm not devoting my time to a specific game in particular. I'm not investing time into a story, whatever. You know what I mean? So it might be a little bit before I do that again. We'll see. I'm gonna be a little busy with things for a little bit, so yeah, I might have to take some time off with the games, unfortunately. But I can always find time to squeeze that in, for sure. Um, What else? What else is going on right now? Weather's been nice. Yeah, weather's been pretty solid for the most part. Not too hot, not too cold. Obviously not too cold. It's summer, but weather's been pretty gosh darn perfect for sure. Um so yeah, that's that. Might as well just end it there. I'm feeling pretty decent despite waking up in a really fucking in a weird way, but that's that. I really do want to oh man. I think out of everything, I think my sleep schedule sort of thing. I don't know why I said schedule like that, but my sleep schedule is still kind of out of whack a little bit, and I need to work on that. That's one of the biggest things for sure, because that really affects just my everyday, my day to day, how I act and shit. Whether I'm gonna be grouchy or just irritated. It's kind of everything. Unfortunately for me, I just need to find a way to get better sleep, and I've been kind of struggling to go to sleep recently too. So I need to find like a thing that works. Maybe listening to I don't know, listening to music while going to sleep. The thing is, I'm always listening to something, and that's I'm a little worried about that too. I'm a little worried because I'm wearing headphones like 8 hours a day for work and for watching stuff. So I feel that I just don't want to like overdo it. I don't want to like fuck up my eardrums too much. You know what I mean? So. I also I just need to find a better. I don't know. I don't know, drugs. Take some take some Ambien. I don't know. I don't really want to resort to that. Maybe drink some tea. I don't know. I need to find a more effective way of going to sleep, because I feel that this, at least this past week, I just haven't done that right. And I during the work week, Monday through Friday, I kind of like averaged maybe like 6 hours of sleep, which is not great, not good. I just I need to be more diligent about going to sleep early too. Like I've just kind of been staying up and watching shit because I feel like I'm trying to make up for lost time, and it's like it sucks that I'm not able to you know watch everything that I want to, or enjoy myself as much as I want to during the day because I'm busy with stuff, but I still have to, take into the fact that I gotta go to sleep and get those, at least 7, man, at least 7 hours of sleep. Like that's kind of the, that's kind of what I should be doing. I should be getting, at least 7 hours of sleep, for sure. So, yeah, something to work on. Try to maintain a good sleep schedule. That's kind of what I should be doing. What else? I've been running relatively consistently. I think I've been running more or less 4 days a week, which is good, not great, but it's good. I think it's good. I don't need to beat myself up for not running as much as I used to. And I also I'm thinking of maybe seeing like a. I've thought about maybe seeing is it a podiatrist for foot doctors, right? Because I've had issues in the past. That was kind of one of the main things that sort of affected me from um, being more not necessarily being more active, but wanting to run longer distances because I've had shin splints. I have flat feet too, and so that's kind of affected my ability to go, go the distance like I used to. Because I used to run, crazy distances in comparison to what I do now. Now I run, to regularly 2.5 miles, more or less, 2.5 miles, whenever I do go for a run, which is, I think, is solid, right? But it would be cool, it would be nice if I could get that back up, like, but I just don't know if my body can really handle it, unfortunately. I think I might need to get foot support if I want to try to do something like that. I remember having insoles when I used to do track and cross country and that sort of thing. And that helped for sure, but I mean, a lot of time has passed since then, so I don't know if I'm I don't know if I'm still up to that level of I don't know if my body's obviously not in the same position as it was before. I can still run for sure, but it's just not. I can't go more than maybe 4 miles before things start to hurt. Even when I do my regular runs, like it's still there's definitely, like, pangs there. So I just kind of I want to. It would just be nice to try to get back to that level. Maybe pushing it to like 4 would be really great, really good. And then 6 would be great. That would be that would be kind of like, that would be sort of the goal I would want to have, is to run maybe like 5, 6 on average. That would be great. But I just know that I can't really do that. My legs can't handle that, unfortunately. But yeah, that's something I've been thinking about. And also, it's I also am just tired too. You know what I mean? After runs, I don't have the same level of stamina, of course, right? So I have to kind of build back up to that if I want to try to get back to, not get back, but at least try to get it into a level that I feel happy with, right? So that's going to be some work for sure. But for now, I think, at least for the near future, I think I'll be happy with just kind of maintaining what I have, and maybe trying to integrate more, other workouts if I can. Because I do very minimal, minimal stuff, push-ups, sit-ups, right, that kind of thing, outside of running. But for the most part, it's just pure endurance exercises, workouts, right? So, I mean, that's worked out for me. It's worked out for me up until this point, so I don't see why I should stop. It would be cool if, it would also be nice if I could get into better shape as well. Maybe put on some muscle, but that's another thing to take into consideration, right? Going to the gym, or taking up some other exercises to kind of build muscle and some weight. But yeah, I don't know. I think I think I have a pretty decent base to start with if I do want to, do more stuff. But it's just work and time and everything. So yeah, there's a lot of things to consider, as always. There's a lot of work to put into progress. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it for today. And yeah, this has been Save the Semantics, signing off.